Right, clicking all the right buttons. Probably still missed a couple. Let's see. In typical Johnny fashion these days, I'm going to do another non-demo in the sort of quest to get ourselves multi-cloud enabled and building Omni on Azure. I spent a bunch of time this week working on getting AI working on Azure. So I put on my took off my infra hat and put on my AI engineer hat, and I'm pretending to be an. Oh well, okay, that didn't work. I guess. Try to do something cool again. Um, Clearly, the AI did something. It didn't do it successfully. So that was the well. Okay, giving up there. And but basically had to hook up, using a whole bunch of new things that we weren't quite supporting. We had to hook up a new Redis implementation. So rather than we were using our Redis over out in AWS and Elasticache. That of course doesn't work in Azure, so I had to hook up Redis in order to make some of these bits and pieces work. In addition, I had to hook up with the Azure versions of the Anthropic APIs. Still working on sort of tuning some of the pieces there and productionizing it, but we will have AI in Azure.
And how or does this sort of help us with abstractions too for using other AI providers potentially?
It is a first step in that direction. Um, we were worried that in our move to Azure, we would have to actually go do that work right here and right now. But as we started to work on this multi-cloud project, and it developed that Azure released a partnership with Anthropic to use the same models that we're using in AWS. So we didn't have to go all the way and be we'll call it multi-model in that way. So we're taking the first steps to sort of abstract away exactly how we're connecting to these different models. However, we're still going to be using a lot of the same pieces that we've been doing in the past. So it's not actually abstracting away, the different model providers yet.
Cool. Yeah, that's great.
Johnny, you did find that currently Claude is only supported in a couple Azure regions, right?
That is true. I did. It seems like that you can get it in others, in other, not the ones that they directly say on the website. I am requesting quota to put it in the one that this actual infrastructure is actually running in. This infrastructure is running in US West. I live on the West Coast, but the AI infrastructure is running in US East. So it's talking across in order to do that, but it seems like they are adding more and more regions, and hopefully there's definitely something at least in the US and definitely something in Europe. So at least we'll get us off the ground there. However, we may need to be thoughtful about how we roll out some of these things out.
Cool. Yeah. Just putting that as a flag for the AI team. Like, I think we're hopeful that this is going to get us out of having to go support different models itself, but there's a slight risk to that we still need to figure out.
And yeah, that of course was the me pretending to be an AI engineer, and then I had to pretend to be an infra engineer again and get the whole Redis stuff working. So yeah, thanks all.